What is up, guys? In today's video I'll be doing a walk around on this 2023 Wagoneer Series 3, the L version. So in the 2023 Wagoneers, you have different engine option. You have the 3.0 inline 6, or you can get the 5.7 Hemi V8. In the inline 6 twin turbo in the Wagoneers, the horsepower is 420. The same engine in the Grand Wagoneer, the horsepower would be 510. That's the high output. This one I put the suspension all the way to the top so you can see how it look if you were to take it off-roading, which this car is 91,000. I don't see anybody taking this big, long family car off-roading. But it's nice because in the Series 3 you get the ear suspension, so it have different modes you can put it in, like auto, snow, sport, rock, different modes, and depending on what mode you put it in, the car raises and lowers. Like if you put it in sport, the car lowers, the suspension get tightens, it shifts faster, so it feels faster as well. And the nice thing about the Series 3, that look like the side skirt, but that is the running board. So when you open the door, that comes down as a running board, which is really nice. Then when you close it, give a couple seconds, it goes back up. It looks like the side skirt, which is really cool. Have these nice 22-inch wheels, capless gas on the left, which is nice. You're never gonna forget to put your cap on in it, throw in a check engine light. And the nice thing about these Wagoneers and the Grand Wagoneer, you get a lot of car for your money, because like this one you get the remote start, passive entry, which is keyless entry if you want to say, backup camera, you get your blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, so for long road trips the car slows up and picks speed up depending on how far you set it for the car in front of you. Forward collision warning, so if a car suddenly stop and you're not paying attention, it's gonna say in the cluster brake, and if you're still not stopping, it's gonna stop for you, which is really nice. And this one have the option of the 360 camera, so it's a camera in the front and the rear, which I'll show you guys in a few. They even have backup sensors, which helps. This is these circles in the bumper, that's the backup sensors. And nice thing about Wagoneer, standard tow hitch. So if you want to put a bike rack, if you want to tow a boat, you're more than welcome to. And this is how it looks in the back. Really nice. Have all the chrome trims and everything. How you can tell it's a Series 3? Right here it's gonna say Series 3, what series it is, and it's L because it's a long wheelbase version. So in the L version you get 12 inches extra, so that's from the rear wheel to the back, because a lot of families, they complain that the regular Wagoneer is nice but there wasn't enough room for storage in the back. So Jeep decided they wanted to make an even longer vehicle, which this vehicle is 19 feet long. So you get 12 inches extra in storage space, which I'll show you in a few, and 7 inches longer in wheelbase from the regular Wagoneer. LED lights in the front and the rear, so at night visibility is amazing. Press right here. Power lift gate. And this is the back of the L version, so you have tons of room, even with a third row, which is really nice. And the nice thing about the Series 3, you have the power seat. So I'll demonstrate. This is for the two rear one, this is for the middle seat. So all of them fold. Look how easy that was. That one is coming back up because there's something in that seat and it doesn't want to crush it, which I'll show you guys in a few. And the nice thing about these, you can put the not that one, you can put the rear seat back up. The second row you would have to put that manual, and have things like this where if you have bags, you can hang them up here so they're not flying around. 12-volt outlet right here to close it, or you can use the key fob as well, which is really nice. Which the key fob looks really nice. So lock, unlock, press this twice at remote start, and The nice thing about the remote start, like when you remote start it, like let's say in the winter, it stays on for 15 minutes, and depending on how cold it is, it turns on the heated seats, heated steering wheel, and the defroster as well. So when you get in the car, it's nice and toasty. This one, that's how you could open the trunk area. You can lower the car as well. Like if it's really high right now, you could press this twice and the car lowers as well from the key fob. And this is really nice because for short people like me will appreciate this. You press this and the trunk lower, because if it was up there, it might be hard to get, especially if the car is super tall up. And you can adjust this to what height. Like let's say you park under a building and you don't want this to hit the top, you just hold this to the position you want it while hitting that button for a couple seconds. You'll hear a beep, and that's your new set height. If you didn't know, now you do. This one does have the upgraded Macintosh sound system. It's a 19 speaker, 920 watts, 10-inch sub in the back, which is really nice. You know, if you on a road trip, I'm sure you're going to want to listen to music. The cool thing about this, it stays up like however you want it. Have your roof racks, little storage, the spare tires underneath. And to access that, you just grab right here, and that's how you would do that. And to pull it down right here, it have all your tools to change the tire. Hopefully if you have one of these vehicles, you won't need that, but it is there if you didn't know. Put that back, like, see, stays wherever you put it, which is really cool. Press that, you'll hear the beep, get out the way, or it's gonna bump your head and it goes right back up. So and the nice thing about these Wagoneers, like the passive entry is really nice. The doors, they open up really wide. This one have the privacy shade, or if it's sunny, which is nice as well. The second row is they're customizable. So this one is an 8-passenger. If you wanted a bucket seat, you can get a bucket seat. So this seat wouldn't be here, and when you put the seat up like this, so you can get in and walk around, or to get in the back, you just press this button up here. It goes like that, push it up, and that's how you'd get in the back. And this is why that seat didn't fold all the way. These stuff is here. So let's move these out the way. Just throw them in the back real quick. So the second row you would have to put up manually. And the nice thing about the Series 3 Wagoneer, when you're in the third row, you can recline the rear seat. So if you're in a long road trip, recline it a little bit, relax. It does have a sunroof in the third row. It does not open, it's just a shade right here, manual shade. You can close it and open it. It has vents all throughout the car, so no matter where you're sitting, you're getting heat or AC, which is nice. Cup holders, USB Type-C, so you could charge your phone while on your road trip. The nice thing, if you're in the second row, there's these buttons on both sides. That's a fold the third row, which is really nice. If you don't want to open the trunk and fold it, you can do that as well. The left side is the same. You have a little storage here. And if you get an 8-passenger, because 3 in the second row, the nice thing about the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer, 3 can fit in the back. If you're a super tall adult, there's tons of room here. Like, let me pull this. Look in the leg room here. Like, again, I'm not the tallest, but there's tons of room. And these second row seats, you can pull them forward and backward depending on who's sitting where, so you can sit comfortably. And to get out, this button right here, and you have your nice steps there, and that's how you would get out the car. Then you just pull these. Gotta be a little aggressive. You could fold them like that. Right here, you grab this and you pull this backward or forward to adjust the seats. Then let me put the seats up so you guys can see how that look. So right here, grab right here, push that up. Same thing with the left one, push up. Your headrest is here, so just push that back up. And the second row in the middle, armrest / cup holder. And the nice thing about the Series 3, they have heated seats in the second row as well. I could adjust my temperature, how I like it. The mode, a lot of cool stuff. You have USB here, Type-C. You have an actual outlet here. You have the cigarette lighter if that's how your charger is. Then again, you have your shade here. For privacy, or if it's sunny like today, it's nice. And this is how it looked from the second row. And you do have your dual panoramic sunroof that, even though this car is $91,000, it is an option. In all series, it's an option. Sunroof is an option. So if you guys didn't know, now you do. Not because the car is $91,000. A lot of people would think a sunroof is standard. It is not. So is these steps. They're not standard. You can't get a Series 3 with the fixed running boards, and the running board's gonna always be there. Your blind spot monitoring right here, this little triangle. So when someone is in your blind spot, it lights up. And let's say it's lighting up and you put your left turn signal on, it's going to beep at you again to warn you like, hey, someone is in your blind spot. Memory seating, if more than one person drive the car, when one key is in the car, SN1, it fixes your seat the way you put it. The nice thing, you can adjust the pedals as well. So it goes in and out, depending on if you're tall or short. Come right here, the steering wheel. So on the steering wheel on the right, you have your regular cruise control, you have your adaptive cruise control. Press the middle when you're in your cruise control, then with the up and down button, you can decide how far or how close you want the car in front of you, which is really nice. Then you press this, it shows you different pages as well. Behind the steering wheel on the right, let me see if I can show you guys this. There's buttons right here, up and down, not the middle, up and down for on the right. That's to control your volume. The same side, on the left side, up and down stations. It's really nice. Put your headlights, this is your headlights. Put in auto, it automatically turns on when it gets dark or when it's raining, and use your wiper for the fog lights for better visibility. Press this once and that turns your fog lights on. This one, interior lights on the floor at night. This one, if the cluster or the screen is too bright, that's how you lower it as well, which is really cool. Then this one does have heads up display, as you guys could see there. You could customize that how you want it. So right there, you can go in the settings. So up and down here, when I hit that, it shows 2. So a lot of different settings. And if you go, like, you could even see your navigation here. Let me lower this AC so you guys could hear me and I'm not yelling. Your navigation there, like when you see these little dot on the bottom, that means you could see more features in that page. No message, if the car had a message, that's where you would see. Your heads up display, press OK. The display is on. You could adjust the brightness if you wanted to. Let's put it at the brightest, 10. Hit OK on the screen. Then you go up, the display height, you can adjust that. So right here it's at 6. So let me adjust it so you guys could see. That's 9, that is 10. You can adjust it depending on what you like, and that's 1. Then if I wanted to save that, I would hit OK here. Hit OK, setting save. And you could do a custom layout. So you can do advanced, simple. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's there. This one is standard, custom. It all depends on what you want. So we'll keep it at custom. Setting save. there's a lot you can do here. Hit the left button to exit that screen. And there's tons that you can look here, which is really nice. But the one I like is that. I like when it shows the miles really big here, like your PSI, oil, life, like that. So shows your miles per hour there, RPM, miles per hour, tells you the temperature, your gas, the vehicle temperature, the miles on the vehicle. And here you have your push to start. So when you remote start it, you just get in the car, press this once. I don't know why it's showing red on the video. The screen is really nice and clear. It is not red. When you remote start it, get in the car, press this once. If you don't remote start it, you would put your foot on the brake, then you would press that to start the vehicle, if you didn't know. And on the Wagoneers, you have the 10.1 inch screen, which this is Uconnect 5. So if you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it's wireless. Just connect via Bluetooth, and everything's gonna show there. And the nice thing about these Uconnect 5 is if someone texted you, show a notification here. Tap that notification, and it reads the text out to you. You can reply back without touching your phone, which is really nice. And on these Wagoneers, ventilated seats in the front. So the blue light, that's high, medium, low, and off. So that noise you guys were hearing, that's just the fans in the seat. So you press that, that's high. And the nice thing is that red, that does not mean your heated seats is on. It means your butt is getting cool and your back is getting cool. So if you hit one, it's just your back. If you hit that one, it's just your butt. Or if you want both, you hit that. Heated steering wheel, on and off. Heated seats, high, medium, low, off. Same thing with your passenger as well. And this one even have the option for the passenger screen. And it is not on. It is not on. You could press right here. Oops, that's for the screen, sorry. So you hit right here, and now the screen is on. And it's not meant for the driver to see, because they don't want the driver to be distracted. You can watch movies here, send the GPS from here to this screen. You can do a lot of cool features from that screen here as well. These have wireless charging right here. Put your phone sideways, give a couple seconds, the light turn blue. That means it's charging. If you open the door, the light's gonna turn off. It's not gonna charge if the door is open. When it's fully charged, it turns green. You have all your settings here. If you want to see the screen, but you want to you don't want to listen to music, hit mute. It starts that feature. Lane assist. With any of these lights red, that means that feature is on, except that one. That one, when that's red, that means the screen is on. So lane assist, if you're drifting out of your lane, and depending on how fast you're going, the car gently brings you back in your lane. Like if you're driving, the steering wheel is gonna gently bring you back in your lane, which is really cool. And how you know you're in your lane or not, this little car right here, that's how you know, which is cool. Traction, if you're stuck or want to do a burnout, turn it off. Hazard lights. P, the car parallel and perpendicular park for you. All you have to control is the gas and the brakes. But I've used it, it's really cool. Just look on your surroundings and make sure you don't just follow the car, because at the end of the day, it is man-made. That's just me. Parking sensors, front and rear bumper. So if you turn it off, it tells your parking sensor is off. Some people like it, some people think it's annoying. Then this is your ride height right here. Like I was saying earlier, depending on what mode you put it in. Like let's put it on sport. So when you put it on sport, the car lowers right here. You see the little car and the arrow down, that means the car is lowering, because in sport mode, like I told you, the car lower, the suspension get tighter, the transmission shift faster. So even though it's a big heavy vehicle like this, it still moves. Don't think because it's heavy it's slow. It has 420 horsepower, it's 4x4, and it's fast. So that is lowering the car to the lowest you can, because sport mode, you want to get the best You don't want to be tall, because tall, all the wind's going to be blocking you. That's what I'm trying to say. Then to put in reverse or drive or whatever you want to do, put your foot on the brake. That's reverse. Like I said, this one does have the 360 camera, so that's your bird's eye view. That's your regular backup camera. Hit that. That's your wide angle. So if you're backing out of a space and you can't see who's behind you, shows you who's to the left and to the right, which is really cool. Wide angle in the front. So if you're the stop sign and for what reason you can't see, you can see who's in front of you, which is really cool. This is your regular front with a bird's eye view, which is really, I don't know how they get that bird's eye view, but that is how my surroundings look. Have here, if you're towing something and you want to line it up with your tow hitch, hit zoom, and that's how you could see, which is really cool. To exit out of here, just hit X. Put the car in park, and that shows up. You have your cup holder here. The cool thing about this, a lot of people don't know, like this right here is to put the keys in. A lot of people think it's for your phone, but it's not. It's to put your key in. So right here, that's how the key fits in there, which is really cool. If you don't like to put your key in your pocket or your purse, you can always put it there. And the nice thing about this, the top here slides that there. If your phone is not big, you could put your phone here while charging it USB or Type-C. Pull that back, press this. Tons of storage in here. Since I'm talking about storage, in the Grand Wagoneer, you have option here to put a cooler or a safe. If you didn't know, now you do. And we'll go driving just so you guys could see the car driving from the inside. I'm just fixing my pedals. I had put them too far. So put your foot on the brakes, put it in drive. Let's go for a little drive. Oh, this is annoying, and I'm sure you guys gonna hate me for this. So let's put your seatbelt on. Safety first. And it's quiet. The inline 6-twin turbo is quiet. Some people like it. Some people think it's not a V8, so they don't have that V8 sound. And it's nice because if you hit the gas really hard, like there's no one here, so I'll just accelerate really hard so you guys could see. We'll do like 0 to I don't know what. Like it gets up and go. And it's huge, so it's not slow at all. If you thought it was slow, if anybody told you it was slow, it's not. And the turn-in radius is really nice. Like, look at that. It's a big vehicle, but the turning radius is really nice. Like, you could turn left, turn right, and it does a great job. And let me show you guys the outside with the car lowered as well, since we had it in sport mode. So that's how it would look in regular driving mode. It's big, but you're not gonna get this car if you don't have somewhere to park it. Just don't take it to the city. Good luck finding parking. Your daytime running light look really nice at night. When the headlights turn on, the fog lights turn on as well, which is really nice. The chrome and the black, it looks really nice. I would just tint the front windows though, for privacy. Not too dark. Okay guys, so that is my review of the 2023 Wagoneer Series 3 L version. If you guys have any question, please leave a comment. Like my video if you enjoyed this video. Hope I wasn't talking too much. I just wanted you guys to know the not the Grand Wagoneer, the Wagoneer L. If you haven't seen it, you haven't seen the inside, outside, how it drives, how it handles, or if you just wanted information on it. Hope this video helped. If you did, like my video, comment, subscribe. That helps me out a lot to see more cool videos like this. With all that being said, see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.